It's hard to catch your breath sometimes. The constant nature of modern work, our phones constantly pinging, too many meetings. It all contribute to the anxiety of modern life. In other words, to say our society is stressed is an understatement. Many people seek relief from their anxiety with the use of drugs and alcohol. There needs to be more variety. Lucky for us, we already possess them and have done so for some time. Anxiety has always been around, he says, therefore people have always turned to plants for help. The amygdalae are almond-sized structures in both hemispheres of the brain that control the emotional response to threat. When we feel threatened, our bodies trigger the stress response, which unleashes a barrage of hormones including adrenaline and cortisol. The body is primed for action, whether that's fighting, fleeing, or hibernating. Many variations exist for this. Some people describe it as feeling their heart racing or their stomach turning. In some others, it presents itself as a pervasive feeling of dread or a haze of intense emotions. Over 40 million people suffer from anxiety disorders such as social anxiety, panic attacks, and GAD. Some of the most widely recommended medicines for acute anxiety are benzodiazepines like Valium, Xanax, and Klonopin, despite their use often producing some unpleasant side effects. For this reason, many practitioners of functional medicine advocate for plant-based treatments. While this method of utilizing plants may sound mysterious, it is anything but. Gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, is a natural amino acid that aids in regulating the fear response, and its calming effect can be amplified by herbs and benzodiazepines alike. Nonetheless, some herbalists claim that medicines can increase GABA levels more efficiently than medications can. Please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel to make health go viral. With that said, let's get this video going. Here are the 5 best herbal remedies to get rid of your anxiety. Best herb for anxiety relief: kava. Originally from the South Pacific, kava has become one of the most studied herbs for treating anxiety. Kava has been shown to considerably lessen anxiety in randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled investigations. Most people felt better after taking 120 to 240 milligrams (mg) of the herb daily for a few weeks, but it is also effective when used as a quick fix. Kava is the finest example of a herb that is as effective as an anti-anxiety prescription but without the negative effects. In most cases, the herb starts showing results within 15 minutes. This makes it especially helpful in the immediate aftermath of tense situations, such as a near accident, an argument, or any time the stress response is activated. The best part is that kava calms the body without dulling the mind. Muscular tightness can exacerbate, increase, and amplify anxious feelings. Yet, with kava you physically feel the sense of coming down. When feeling anxious, mix a few drops of kava tincture with a little water and drink it. It's possible you'll feel a slight tingling in your lips. 2. Best herb for insomnia: passion flower. Concerned about an anxious night? Passion flower can help. Flavonoids and alkaloids in the herb work in tandem with GABA to subtly silence the body's alert systems. It is a strong and underappreciated herb for sleep, because most individuals find it mentally and physically calming. It is a go-to treatment for breaking up mental loops. Passion flower isn't just a sleep aid, it also soothes nerves caused by impending doom. According to a recent study, 260 milligrams of passion flower was administered to 40 participants 30 minutes before to dental surgery. The herb was as effective as the pharmaceutical sedative midazolam in reducing anxiety symptoms, as evaluated by blood pressure and heart rate, but it had fewer negative side effects. 3. Best herb for chronic stress: ashwagandha. This adaptogenic herb helps the body rein in a runaway stress response by addressing chronically high cortisol and adrenaline. It's a nerve tonic that builds resilience and coping. In a review of 5 randomized controlled clinical trials, researchers noted significant anxiety relief among 400 participants who took daily doses of ashwagandha ranging from 120 to 1,200 milligrams for 6 to 16 weeks. Over time, ashwagandha helps return the body's stress response to baseline. It may especially benefit anxiety sufferers with a history of trauma, who often experience anxious hypervigilance. 4. Best herb for restoring mental focus: rhodiola. Rhodiola has been used traditionally to aid memory and concentration, particularly in northern regions like Siberia, where it is found naturally. Overwork, chemotherapy, radiation, and other stressors can all lead to a weakened immune system, and this herb is used to treat that condition as well. Rhodiola is excellent because it provides rapid aid with concentration, which is particularly useful for demanding activities like cramming for an exam or working under pressure to meet a deadline. You can use it if you need to put in a huge push of cognitive labor. Research on rhodiola is limited despite the herb's apparent usefulness for shift workers. However, a tiny scientific experiment conducted in 2008 at the University of California, Los Angeles indicated that persons with generalized anxiety disorder who took 340 milligrams of rhodiola extract daily for 10 weeks noticed considerable improvements while experiencing little side effects. If you suffer from chronic stress and brain fog, rhodiola may help by strengthening and healing your adrenal system. 5. Best herb for mild to moderate anxiety: chamomile. In terms of research, chamomile ranks up there with the oldest and most studied herbs. Every day, people around the world consume almost 1 million cups of chamomile tea. A tincture form is also available. One of the most risk-free soothing plants is chamomile. Apigenin, a flavonoid that modulates GABA, is only one of chamomile's many relaxing components. New evidence suggests that chamomile may be effective against moderate to severe anxiety as well as the mild symptoms for which it is well known. People with generalized anxiety disorder were given chamomile extract, 500 milligrams, 3 times daily, for up to 8 weeks, in a 2016 study published in Phytomedicine. Almost half of those surveyed claimed clinically meaningful improvement. Tips on how to shop for herbal treatments. Herbal preparations vary greatly. In terms of what is being marketed and recommended, it's the Wild West out there. You need to be cautious while purchasing herbal supplements and conduct your research before using them. Hence, keep in mind these fundamental rules. If you aren't familiar with the firm selling the herbs, it's best to avoid buying from them. If you can, try to find a natural food store or cooperative and ask the employees there for assistance in choosing a high-quality item. If you must shop online, make sure you only purchase from reputable vendors. Don't go for the bare minimum. It's important to remember that manufacturing high-quality herbal remedies comes at a high expense. If a reputable group like the United States Pharmacopeal Convention, USP, certifies the product, you might see their seal on the box, USP. Instead of reaching for a combination of herbs for anxiety, try out individual remedies. It's far less of a guessing game when you have your own personal formulas to work with. The expiration date should be taken into account. Knowing that teas lose their freshness and potency first is important when shopping for these qualities. Because most tinctures are maintained in alcohol, they have a much longer shelf life. According to Blumenthal, tinctures can last up to 5 years and still be effective. If you haven't used up your freeze-dried extracts by their expiration date, he recommends throwing them away. However, the risks of taking an expired capsule are minimal. You could seek advice from an acupuncturist, naturopath, or herbalist. Consultation with an expert might reveal whether or not your worries point to an underlying problem that needs fixing. There you have it. Will you be using any of these remedies to combat your anxiety? Leave your answer in the comment section below. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe so that health can go viral. I hope you enjoy this content. Stay tuned for more videos on how to improve your health. For a list of powerful home remedies, click on the links below. Eat well and prosper.